caution, you will begin to love your 9 to 5 with this show. Join us as we explore and discover your unique strengths and learn to apply them to your daily business activities with your host, Shmuel Septimus.
Hello and welcome to the Love Your 9 to 5 show. Thank you for taking the time and going back to the very first episode, actually before the very first episode, to episode number 000. This is our introductory episode where we will discuss why the show was created, what you can expect to gain from the show, a little bit about the format of the show, and tell you a little bit about myself. So let's get right to it. Thank you again for coming and joining us from the beginning of this really exciting journey together. The Love Your 9 to 5 show is a place where you will learn to identify your unique superpowers and explore practical ways to apply them to your professional and even to your personal lives, resulting in a fulfilling work life, growing to reach your full professional and personal potential. Now, regardless if you work as a 9 to 5 position, if you're a salaried employee and you get paid your hourly rate, and you do not have the full responsibility of running the business that you work in, or if you're a manager, if you're a salaried employee, if you're a higher up executive, or perhaps you have a small business of your own, or maybe even a large business, your 9 to 5 is a term that we will be using that defines the way that you use your best hours of your day. We want to make sure, we all need to make sure that we are using that time to do that which it is that we can only do. If we want to be able to find what it is that's our superpower, something that we are super strong in a certain particular area, and how we can really apply that in a real practical way. Why did I create the show? Why do I think that this show will be beneficial for everybody else? Truth be told, I'm sick and tired of hearing depressing Mondays and, oh my gosh, we have to get back to work. And by the time we get through most of the work week, by the time it's Thursday, we start talking about our Thirsty Thursdays and TGIF, and then comes the blessed long-awaited weekends with the occasional holiday and vacation to break up the rhythm. It almost sounds like we all wish we wouldn't have to work at all, ever. But we do so anyway. Why do we do so? Because we have to pay our bills and we have our financial responsibilities, which allow us to live the rest of our life that we really would like to live. And now that we have to come to work anyway, we kind of say, hey, we got to make the best of it. We got to do the best that we can. I feel like there has to be a better solution. It can't be that we just gonna grin and bear it and just kind of work at it because that's what we have to do. Life is too short to spend on something you don't love. We spend our greatest years of our lives when we're the most productive, when we're physically and mentally able to accomplish the most that we can, doing that which we feel we cannot do. We cannot do without doing the things that we feel we must do. And then we hope eventually we're going to retire, and that's when the fun times exist. That doesn't work. It doesn't happen. Look at those people who stop being productive once they retire. It doesn't always work out the way that we imagine that's going to happen. I believe that we must find a way to apply ourselves in a really productive way to our work, whatever it is that takes up our 9 to 5. In a way that's something that's only we can do, or we have a special way to do that. And that in itself will make it so enjoyable that we will look forward to going to work on Mondays. Yes, we will take the vacations we need to take. Yes, we will not be working when we need to take the necessary breaks. But work, which doesn't necessarily have to define that which pays your paycheck, but this productive expression, this productive self-expression, will be something that we look forward to and not something that we are dreading. I believe strongly that with a focused effort, we can find our true passions. We can find out what our superpowers are. We can find what we can do and no one else can. If we look around us, we will see that we are all created differently. No two faces are the same. We all have our own unique life settings, our own unique backgrounds, skills, talents, and our own unique abilities to contribute to the overall betterment of the human race. If we identify this and we really believe that this is true, we can begin the journey to find what it is that we can bring to the professional world in a way that perhaps no one else can. It's not something that it's a drop down it's a check off something from a drop down list. It's not anything like that. It's something that it takes lots of conscious, intentional effort, but it's definitely doable. And in my opinion, there could be nothing more important for us to do. There's a famous quote that's attributed to Mark Twain, who says, "If you love what you do, you will never work a day in your life." There are many people who live this way. Perhaps sometimes they go to the extreme method and they become workaholics. And some workaholics perhaps are doing it because to them it's enjoyment. That may not explain all of them, but that's not something that we want to do either. But we wanted to make sure that whatever we're doing is something that we really, genuinely, and truly begin to actually enjoy. And yes, that is possible. The format of the show is that every week I will bring on guests who have achieved a level of success in their professional careers through successfully transitioning to work that they're really excited about. Some of them may have started their own businesses, their own companies. Some of them perhaps are still working 9 to 5 for somebody else, and they have not just come to terms with it, they've come to the realization that that is really where they feel that they belong, and that's okay. That is necessary. We need people moving things along. We need some people to come up with ideas. We need implementers as well. We want you to be able to learn from their successes. And even more importantly, we will be learning from their failures. We will learn from the ideas that they had that did not live up to their own expectations. We will learn the lessons that they learned, and perhaps we'll learn other lessons from it. Life is too short for us to make the mistakes that humanity has made until now. The shortcut to get ahead is to listen to other people's mistakes and learn the lessons from them and start from where they left off. Additionally, we will leave at the end of every episode, we will get the contact information for all of our guests so that if you want to reach out to them directly, they are available for that as well. And of course, they will be sharing resources and tools that they have found to really help them and guide them in their journey through finding the work that they truly love and how they were able to truly love their 9 to 5. You can always email me at shmuel@shmuelseptimus.com. That's shmuelseptimus.com. And I will respond to those emails. I'm always looking to hear what we can do to provide you better content. Let me hear what you want to hear more of. And yes, even what you want to hear less of. We grow from both positive and negative feedback. Please, if there's something that we're doing that you think is not beneficial, something that we could be done better, let me know. If there's a particular guest you feel should be featured on the show, absolutely let me know that as well. Again, the goal is to leave you inspired to take real action through the actionable tips that will be shared in each episode. That is the goal. That is what we're trying to do. Before I sign off on this first episode, which I just want to tell you a little bit about who I am. My name, as you know, is Shmuel Septimus. I'm married with 5 beautiful children. I live in Boston, Massachusetts. At this point, I'm still working full-time as a healthcare administrator, and I believe I have a unique perspective to the professional world in general. You see, up until the age of 30, I was not involved in the professional world at all. I've been studying Talmud, that's the Jewish legal system, in depth for the last 15 years or so, and have been completely immersed into that study. And now I come into the professional world, kind of a little bit older than than we're used to. And I believe that some of these things just hit me, is that so many people are here not enjoying what they're doing. I really believe that we can do this better. So sit back and enjoy the shows, enjoy the episodes that we already have for you. We have many guests that are still going to come on the show. Some of them really top leaders in their industries. Some have already been recorded and will be released soon. Some of them are still already scheduled. And please, if you feel that you're getting even a little bit from this show, please subscribe to the show. If you feel we've earned a 5-star review, please give us a 5-star review in iTunes. This will help us grow and reach all those who can really benefit from the content that we are providing. Share this with your friends through your social media networks, through your personal networks, and let everybody know the type of content that we are providing here. And I look forward to seeing you in episode 1, where we will be interviewing my own personal coach, my business coach, my leadership coach, Gadi Pollack. Gadi Pollack is a leadership mentor at the CEO group, Vistage mentoring group, and I've been working with him for the last couple of years. And I do bring him on in episode 1, where he shares some of the tips that he's learned from his experience in the Israeli army and what he has done from those experiences and how he has created the group that he has created and some of his successes and tools that we can use in our own personal and professional lives. So signing off, this is Shmuel. I'm really excited to start this endeavor together with you. And again, this is a partnership. This is something that we're going to be bringing content. And as we do that, you can let us know what you want to hear more or less of. And we will definitely be opening up a community in the near future as well, where we can interact in a closer level. And again, I really look forward to working together with you. Thank you so much for starting from the beginning. I look forward to seeing you in episode 1.